Hey folks, it's not been long since you last heard from us, but with our 5th anniversary now here, we couldn't stay quiet for long. Typically, we'd look back on an occasion like this at how far we've come, but today, hot off the heels of a new release, we decided it'd be fun to start up the hype train again and take a look at what's coming next. Any good project will be planning for the end as soon as they start up, and that means we already have content, conceptual or otherwise, for every division until the very end of the mod. So sit back, relax, and take a look at how the rest of our TBR is coming along.
The introduction to the wider Wasteland maps, with a map preceding this introducing the divisions still in development, has a lot of goals. First, it's meant to sell the environment you'll be in for most of the division. Secondly, it'll be introducing a whole host of new fauna and creatures all at once. We'll be diving deeper into what to expect in Division 3 once dedicated content updates are coming out, but for now, our blockouts progress well for the division.
Of course, we'll have our own Jeep journey in Division 3, one that involves your trusty Tau cannon mowing down plenty of antlions, Xenians, and Combine alike as you make your way to the Wasteland Depot to rescue Eli Maxwell. A few maps will make up the Jeep progression in Division 3, and if you're worried about how short of a time you're spending with it here, don't worry, because Division 4 will be booking with a little Jeep excursion from the Air Exchange.
The final map for Division 3 is currently slated as an exciting train heist. Having reunited with Alex, Maxwell, and T-Bot, it's time to fight your way out of the depot, onto a Combine train, and start it moving all the way into Division 4. This map provides a lot of design challenges, but will be an exciting conclusion to Division 3, once it's had plenty of iteration.
Captain Vance is a core character of the story, introduced in Division 4 on the way to the Air Exchange. Contrary to the beta's location, we decided to stage him and his conscripts out on the very fringes of the wasteland as an expendable cleanup crew. Occupying what remains of an old and abandoned oil rig, it's here that Vance has been quietly building his own resistance, waiting for the right moment to strike back at the Combine. Industrial tones are mixing with a warmer colour scheme to suggest this is a place with some friends for Freeman.
The Air Exchange is one of the more iconic settings for the cut content, and we are taking even its early developmental stages seriously. The design goal here is not only to set up the introductory maps for this portion of the mod, but also to consider the whole scale of the Air Exchange maps, and to ensure that, as time goes on and more team members are assigned to Division 4, we can remain internally consistent on every map.
Division 5 poses its own challenge, an Arctic environment, with very few appropriate assets present in Half-Life 2. We'll have our work cut out for us when it comes to maps like the Hyperborea and Kraken Base, but a key part of our workflow before we get there is setting up a better asset bank of chilling world materials and conceptualizing environmental features we can pepper throughout the Arctic tundra.
Division 6, being the Street Wars, will be the climax of much of the game's journey, where characters from across the narrative will band together to take the fight to Console Breen in City 17. One of these locales will, of course, be the famous Vertigo, and as you fight down floors of an increasingly intense skyscraper engagement, you can expect to jam to this stellar, Unreal Tournament-inspired aim and break frenzy drum and bass track.
GR9 is one of the weapons from Half-Life Beta that never reached final release, and we felt like it was a missed opportunity. We updated this weapon by faithfully following the original design, because we believe it deserved it. And while some of you might notice that this new weapon skin doesn't resemble the original green camo, don't worry, those of you who will search far and wide might find a secret version of this weapon, a true rebel version, giving you back that authentic green beta camo to your gun.
Getting this far out, it's hard to discuss Division 7 without running into spoilers. As with every division, we actually have more than we're willing to show, and some very exciting plans in action. But as it is, consider our direction with the Citadel, depicting an H.R. Geiger-inspired setting surrounded by uneasy geometry and hostile architecture. Fitting a hellscape into the microcosm environment of the Citadel won't be easy, but it'll be one hell of a way to finish the RTBR journey.
And that's it for our 5th anniversary celebration. Of course, there's plenty more yet to be revealed for Division 3 and beyond, and this year we'll be transitioning to dedicated Division 3 devlogs. But for now, enjoy these glimpses into the future. 5 years is a great milestone for any project, and having already made several releases, we're looking forward to stoking the fires of hype once more for Division 3. Before we wrap up, the usual spiel of roles we're looking for. First, a competent level designer. We're still open to having both additional support in the art pass and blockout departments. Secondly, a facial flex or sculptor. We're still in need of someone comfortable with sculpting head meshes in the context of Source, so creation of VTAs as well. Thirdly, a general purpose asset modeler. And fourthly, Captain Vance. We're still looking for a voice actor for Captain Jackson Vance. Please take a look at our casting call club and submit your audition there if you're interested. If any of these roles look good to you, please add me on Discord at Kralik/David, #0901. Thanks everyone, and we hope you're as excited for the future of RTBR as we are.